All right, so groundhogs, they're in February. We don't count them right now because Nevada's got its own weather predicting. It's a tortoise, yeah. Mojave Max, he emerged from his burrow yesterday, meaning spring has officially arrived in the region. Does spring ever really arrive up in that region? It's just a desert, isn't it, mostly?
Well, it's a little warmer than the winter, I guess.
So Mojave Max came out and said, good news, spring is here for everybody. So
only a few months late, but that's okay.
that's okay. He's a turtle. He works very slowly.
There you go. That makes sense. One thing that's working slowly in the weather department this afternoon is the storm development. We can see the clouds towering off in the distance, so it's just a matter of time before we begin to see thunderstorms really begin to fire off around the region with temperatures that have warmed into the mid-80s. There is, again, the risk that we could have a couple of isolated severe storms setting up this afternoon. Certainly a lot of moisture for storms to feed off of because of a southerly breeze at 15 miles per hour, also giving us a heat index value of 90 degrees. So if you've been outside at all, you've noticed that it has been feeling a bit stickier this afternoon. Live scan on Viper radar is mainly dry for us. We were watching a little bit of activity down to the south over Glenn County. That has since moved off of the coast. Some thunderstorms for Darien as well with that small cluster that was with us just a little earlier, but more storms are expected as we do go into the evening and overnight. The rain will be staying with us, and so with those temperatures on the mild side, at least early on, that's when we would have the greatest risk for some of those stronger storms setting up for us. But certainly heavy rain will be the concern for us with the system that is swinging through the region very slowly, but it is drawing in a lot of deeper tropical moisture from the Gulf, which will lead to those higher rain chances as we look ahead to the next several days. And that moisture plume is coming from the Bay of Campeche, and that is coming all the way up into our direction thanks to an area of low pressure that is now developing along the Gulf Coast, certainly helping to enhance those heavy rain chances in that part of the southeast. But that moisture is going to be training in our direction as we go into the evening and overnight. We will have the areas of heavy rain setting up for us. Some of the stronger storms at this point, 10 and 11 o'clock, pushing off of the coast, but overnight the rain not going away altogether. We could even have some heavier pockets of rain setting up with more of that moisture flowing into the region, even tomorrow morning starting off the day with some light shower activity. And then as we go into the later morning and into the afternoon, more in the way of heavy rain is possible for us at times. So we're still on track for us to possibly have rainfall totals into next week when all is said and done in excess of 4 and 5 inches for some locations. Tomorrow evening, more of that heavier rain and thunderstorm activity will begin to set up for us across the region. So here we go. The Vipercast is indicating possibly in the range of around 2 to 4 inches widespread. It's going to be localized areas that we might see those higher totals for us here in the coastal Empire and the low country. For tonight, scattered storms, isolated severe storms are possible early on overnight. Just some rain expected. And then for tomorrow, heavy rain likely with a few thunderstorms mixed in, especially in the later afternoon hours and into the early evening. For the boaters, certainly keep an eye at the sky, and that's the case if you do have any kind of outdoor plans over the next several days because of that risk of thunderstorms mixed in. While it'll be breezy for the boaters with those winds up to around 10 to 15 knots. High rain chances Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then finally Tuesday. That's when they start to taper off a little bit, maybe a couple of isolated showers or storms for our Wednesday, and then mainly dry and sunny for Thursday and Friday, but staying warm and humid with those highs likely in the lower 90s, 93 degrees by next Friday. So with the higher humidity, we have some feels like temperatures in the mid 90s. That's a look at your forecast for now. We'll have more coming up in just a bit.
Scott.